All right, welcome back. And we are here with our last interviewee, the chief, the big boss of Geek Binge, Matt. Hello, Matt.
Hi, hello. I like the chief. That
Yeah,
one's great.
you're the Master Chief, if you want to go that direction. But
Sure, that
anyways,
works.
Matt? What is your favorite moment of the last generation? What was your favorite game or moment in a game, or maybe a moment playing a game, or experience that you've had this generation?
Well, I'm kind of cheating because I have four that I'll go
Oh,
over really quick.
Jesus.
'Cause I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to overdrive things. I won't hear 40 talking about my favorite ones, but you know me. I can't choose things. I have a problem choosing the definitive favorites or whatnot. So I have four. I'll just go through real quick.
Sure.
The first one that comes to mind, like right away, is the ending of The Walking Dead, the video
Ooh.
game that just came out last year. And that's a very interesting ending because I don't think I've ever been as mostly affected by a video game as the ending to that game. It's the kind of ending that will stick with you for weeks. I would just like be laying in my bed some nights and just feel like overwhelming depression over the emotions I had for that game, like weeks after I played it. So
Wow.
I've never had that reaction to a video game before. I can't even explain why, but that alone shows how brilliant that game is. So that's one of them. My next one, for a completely different reason, is the suicide mission in Mass Effect 2, which is just incredible from an action standpoint and from like a victory standpoint. I think a lot of that has to do with the score, but even without the score, just so much of that game was leading up to that moment that if you won like I did, your whole crew lived and all that, then you really feel victory like I don't think I've ever had in a game before. I want to go fist pump up. Yes. The next one is from Modern Warfare 2, and that was the betrayal scene because I was kind of blown away. I did not see that coming at all. And I know everyone makes fun of the campaign in Call of Duty, but I actually think they're pretty great if they try, which they have been doing for a while now. But
Like the first Modern Warfare, like that had the most memorable moments of any first-person shooter.
yeah, the first one did. I also think that the second one had a ton too. The only problem with the second one was it was much shorter, but I think they kind of condensed a lot of the second one into one. It was a one gigantic memorable moment for me, and I played that campaign I think 8 times now of Modern Warfare 2. So
Wow.
I love that campaign a lot. I never got why people bagged on it, but
Because
that,
it's
that
not as good
that's
as the first one. Like you're the first person I've ever talked to who's ever thought that the second campaign was better than like the first campaign.
yeah, I know it's a very odd position, but I don't know that game just worked for me. I loved every all the. I think the problem with the first campaign for me maybe was because a lot of the moments were there was only a couple big moments. Like I think the one that comes to mind is the whole bomb, the nuclear
The
bomb thing, and
bomb, the
then the
sniper
ending.
mission, the ending, the
See,
boat at the beginning, the your first person being shot. Like there was tons of them. I don't remember anything from the second game except for that
I,
Russian scene. That was it.
I would argue even the ending of Modern Warfare 2 with the whole fight there. I think that was better than the part where you get shot at the end of the first Modern
It was
Warfare. But
sad that Ghost died and the Captain Price thing was a little weird. I don't know.
But see that's my favorite moment of the game was the ghost death thing because I was just shocked they would go there. And I think a lot of that scene, and once again, I don't know why the score keeps coming up, but Hans Zimmer's like huge like epic score for that scene. Is that I felt all the emotions, I guess, that it was trying to get across. But
You know,
I
so
know
many
that's
emotions.
so many emotions. This whole thing is about emotions. But I think my final one is I don't think it's so emotion based. It is like I was just wowed with what the developer is showing me, and that was the plane sequence in Uncharted 3 because that entire from the beginning, from the moment you get in that plane until like it crashes, pretty much, and even some of the stuff after where Nathan Drake's just like walking around the desert, all of that was just freaking incredible. I could not believe Naughty Dog pulled off that, and Uncharted 3 is probably my favorite of the Uncharted games. They're all
Wow.
really great, but I think Uncharted 3 is the best one because of the scene like the plane, or even I think even the boat scene was just terrific.
I like the
So
boat level. I really like the desert stuff, and I like the opening. But Uncharted 2 is a better game. I think we all understand this. Train sequence. Come on,
nope, Uncharted 3.
Uncharted 2.
I did not think this would evolve into a
I
conversation
can't
about which
believe we have
better, but
differing opinions on this stuff. Like I spent like I tried to convince so many people to play Uncharted 2, and I also spent literally like several weeks in time, in game hours on Modern Warfare 1 and 2, like never thinking that anybody would like the second game. You know what, Matt? It's good that we disagree because that would be such like a weird love fest if we all just agreed on the same thing.
Yeah, we need to have some disagreements on things. I can acknowledge they're both amazing. Like I love Call of Duty 4.
Can
I have no
can
complaint
you
against that game.
can
But
you say that GTA 4 is better than 5, or can you say BioShock 2 is better than 1, or something? Can you say something other that because controversy really sells.
I can say Bioshock Infinite's better than the first Bioshock. I'll say that.
Oh,
I,
I
I
wouldn't
think
go that far.
I think GTA 5 is better than 4 though.
Yeah.
Although 4 has some things I do prefer more, but GTA 5 is much more ambitious. So, but Bioshock though, it's no. I just think Infinite has such a richer setting. I love Rapture, but
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to get you to say something even more controversial because we really
can
want
I
this
do
to
that?
keep going. Like why Skylar White is the worst wife in the history of TV. Like that's the most popular thing ever, and so I want
It's
more of
pretty
that.
damn popular. So, man,
Uh,
I can't think of something that
did you
that.
did you hate the John Marston going in Mexico scene in Red Dead? Did you hate that?
Oh no, that was actually on my list too, but I just didn't want to talk about it because I can't say anything more than that was awesome. So,
It was awesome. Although I spoiled it, I like got off the horse and like picked up flowers because I was like, oh, I gotta get flowers. Um,
wow.
uh, uh,
I don't know if it's so much of an inflammatory statement as it used to be, but I don't really like Skyrim. I don't like that game.
yeah, I could see why people don't like Skyrim.
Everyone was like going crazy over it, but I played like a couple hours and then automatically I was kind of just turned off. So, and
It's
I
funny.
actually liked Oblivion, so I don't understand why.
I don't know either. It's funny. We've talked to a lot of people. If you're listening to this roundtable, and nobody has brought up portable games. I just realized that like the DS era was this era, right? Like that was like
Pretty much,
there
yeah.
was a lot of DS games that I mean we don't have the time to get into, but like Tetris DS and like a whole bunch of stuff. And Mario Kart. I also just realized that the most underrated moment for me of this generation was the score and the opening menu to LA Noir. I could live in that opening menu, and I could just like I listen to that album all the time while writing for Geek Binge. That is like my go-to album to listen to is the LA Noir soundtrack and sometimes Taxi Driver. Like that's all I listen to is like that smooth jazz.
True story. I own Alley Noir and I have not played it at all. I just have it sitting on my shelf.
You're crazy.
I don't know why. I think I got it as a gift and I just haven't played it.
This conversation is over. And that's it for our roundtable of the most memorable moments in the last generation of games. Surprisingly, no one mentioned the Portal 2 ending or the Portal 2 co-op and the awesome high five moment. Um, but that's why I'm here. So that's it. We're having another roundtable next week on what we're looking forward to most in the next generation of consoles. So look forward to that, and also look forward to the fact that no one talks about Wii U. Sorry, Wii U guys. No one apparently cares about you. But stick around, tune in to Geek Binge in the coming days and weeks, and thank you.